And as soon as we like literally entered the school, I was like, I don't want to go here. I don't want to tour here. And I was touring all the campuses. I was like staring at every boy and I was like, are they cute? And San Diego State had cute boys. So I was like, fine, let's go. Canadian goose coats, staying in the dorms because it's freezing outside. Really makes you feel good about yourself when you go to school in San Diego. Isn't the outfit just super duper appropriate for today? Let's just chill out. Have a conversation, shall we? What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Megan, and if you're new here, hi, welcome to my channel. Please be sure to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you're never missing out on when I post a video. So exciting, so fun. I know that a wave of decisions just came out for San Diego State University, which is so exciting, and so many of you have been commenting and DMing me telling me that you got in, which is so exciting. I remember when I found out in December, I was super stoked because I didn't think I would hear back until March. But it was like 4 months early and I was like, sweet, swag, let's freaking go. Just kidding, I had to wait on other schools. But in the end, I ended up at San Diego State University, which was my top 2 schools. It was like 1 and 2 were kind of like interchangeable. I wasn't getting into USC, so not South Carolina, got in there, Southern California. Ultimately, I ended up at San Diego State University, which I am so happy to have ended up here. And I've been there for the past 3 years. Well, this is my 3rd year, so like 2 years. And this is, as I said, my 3rd year. And I thought I would just share with you guys why I ended up deciding to go to San Diego State, which may help you guys decide whether or not you want to go there. And then you can just look at my reasoning and be like, oh, I feel the same way, or I don't have that feeling. So let's get into it, shall we? One of the deciding factors for me wanting to go to San Diego State was the location. I know for myself, I always wanted to go out to California or down south, and I literally toured like every single school I feel like in California. So I got to see NorCal, Central Cal, and SoCal. And ultimately, when I went on all these tours, I was like, San Diego is the best part of California. This is where I want to end up. The location is just absolutely unreal. You're near the beach, you're near the mountains, you're near a city, and so like, and the desert. You literally have like every geographical type, I guess you could say, like near San Diego State University. The physical location of the school is like 15 minutes inland, which is so sick. You just drive down the highway, you're at the beach, or you could drive like an hour into the mountain towns, which is like Julian, 2 hours to Big Bear, which is skiing, 2 hours north to LA, which is so sick. With the location, like nothing can really beat that. It was just really important to me to go to a school where I had the flexibility to live out my beach girl lifestyle and my mountain girl lifestyle, because I'm obsessed with the beach and I'm obsessed with the mountains and I'm obsessed with the city and like the desert. So it's kind of just like the perfect location to be able to do so many things, because along with that location comes the opportunity for you to do so many activities. So for example, you can go skiing, you can have a little city girl moment, you can have a little surf girl moment. It just allows you to experience a lot in life. And so the location of San Diego State, being in San Diego, absolutely amazing. And it really attracted me to want to go to San Diego State. Going off of that, sort of just like how you're near the beach, that was obviously a major attraction, and I feel like for a lot of students here, it is something that really attracts students, and it becomes a really massive part of our college experience. Kids are always going to the beach. All the boys are always going surfing. Girls are just going to the beach to take photos, play in the waves, tan, have little beach days, watch the sunset. That's a big thing. It's just so exciting, and once again, it provides you with so many opportunities and experiences, and it's just so sick being able to go to the beach. Could I sound any more California? It's so sick, so gnarly. But being able to like go to the beach in December and January and February, it's so cool. And watching like all these kids up in like Syracuse in their puffer jackets, like Canadian goose coats, all like cuddled up in their blankets, like staying in their dorms because it's freezing outside, really makes you feel good about yourself when you go to school in like California, in particular San Diego. And I know for me, like I grew up in New Jersey, obviously like there's snow outside right now. I'm perfectly fine in the cold weather, but it is definitely a pro being like tan most of the year and being able to be outside all the time. I don't think I was really aware of how awesome that was until I got to school. I think in retrospect, I would have been miserable in a school where I had to put on snow boots and put on a coat, and like once it got wintertime, people were kind of quiet and just staying to themselves. The weather of it just being nice like year round is honestly one of the most incredible things ever. It just makes you happier, it makes you healthier. I think it makes everyone way more social. It allows you to have pool parties like year round, which is so cool. Like it's literally incredible. And I just know for myself, I wouldn't have been happy if I had to live through the cold and have that affect my mood, my health, and just my social life. So God bless San Diego's location and the weather that comes along with it. When I was looking at colleges, I always thought that I wanted a college town, and I thought that would be so cool to just have that experience, because you're only in college once in your life, and to have that like college like football game tailgate experience would be really, really cool. But as I started going to colleges and touring them, something that I noticed that I particularly didn't like is when a campus was like isolated. And yeah, I could have like a little campus town and that's cute and all, but if the next closest area or the next closest city is like an hour away, I was like, I don't really like that. So something that's super, super attractive about San Diego State, which kind of goes back to the location, is that it gives you a real world experience. You don't feel like you're isolated in this college bubble and completely unaware of everything else that's happening in the world. A lot of your life is off campus at San Diego State University, which has provided me with this feeling that I'm still in the real world, I'm still connected, I'm still conversating with adults and like seeing little kids and puppies and all that stuff, which is something I really, really value. Because I feel like if I were to have gone to another school where, for example, like one of the schools I was looking at was High Point, and High Point is literally in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, campus was so beautiful. I'm sure the kids are great and all that stuff. You're just in this bubble. And then you graduate college and you're like thrown back into the real world, which like takes a little bit to readjust to. But I feel like at San Diego State, since you're kind of in the real world, going to stores where there's just families and adults and normal people shopping, and the grocery store that's literally on campus, like normal people go to it, so you're like seeing normal people and not just college kids all the time, will help me readjusting back into society, I guess you could say, when I'm done with college, because it's not like I was locked away for 4 years in this college town and then thrown back into the real world. So that's something that I really, really like about San Diego State University, is that you're in the real world still, even though you're in college. Another thing that I really like about San Diego State is the amount of majors and minors that they have. I kind of always knew I wanted to be a marketing major because I was like, what else am I going to do with my life? And I knew I wanted to do like Spanish and just maybe like a design kind of thing. I'm very comfortable and confident in the field that I'm in, but what I did want, God forbid I hated marketing or something, was the flexibility to choose from a list of other majors. And I know if I were to go to a different school that had a smaller list of majors or minors, it could end up like me over, because let's say I wanted to change to something completely different and San Diego State didn't have that. It's like, okay, if I really want to do that, I may have to transfer schools. So going to a school where they have a plethora of educational options and like majors and minors to choose from does give you that safety net. Like, God forbid you don't like your major that you went in with and you want to completely change, because then they have like a whole list of options for you to choose from. So that was another reason why I liked San Diego State. I was also kind of always set on going to a really big school. The whole small college vibe wasn't really for me. I did apply to some smaller schools, like as I said, High Point, that is a smaller school, and I did look at some like other small schools like Wake Forest and stuff, but ultimately I kind of knew that I wanted to go to a school that had a bigger presence. And I really like that San Diego State is a really massive school. There's like an undergraduate population of like 30,000 kids, I want to say, which is pretty big, and they have like a ton of sports teams, which I really, really liked. It may not be like a massive part of our school's culture, but there is like a football team, a basketball team, like baseball team, soccer team, lacrosse team, and I really like that. The one thing I do like about San Diego State in particular is like, yes, we are a big school, but it kind of has a small school feeling. And by that I mean the actual campus doesn't take 40 minutes to walk across. You don't have to take a bus to go like around campus, which I know at some other schools like Penn State, for example, you have to take a bus or you have to leave your like dorm 30 minutes early to get to class because it's just so massive. Yes, we are a really big school that provides like a lot of advantages that the big school like scene does, but it's not like an overwhelming environment of like, campus is so massive, it's so hard to maneuver, there's like 60,000 kids, blah blah blah. Like, it's not that vibe, which I really, really value. The last thing that honestly was probably the deciding factor of me deciding to go to San Diego State was just campus. I think that when you tour colleges, you kind of just get a feeling when you step on campus. And it kind of sucks that I'm saying that, because I know with Corona, it's a bit difficult to go on tours and just travel around the country and like see what schools have to offer. But I will say I probably toured over 30 colleges, and as I did that, I kind of started to learn like what I liked, what I didn't like. When I stepped on some campuses, I just knew immediately like, I don't want to go here, or whoa, I love it here. For example, I toured Vanderbilt. As soon as I walked on campus, I was like, I don't want to go here. I toured Berkeley. As soon as I walked on, I was like, no. I went to tour UCSD, and the day before my tour, I went to drive on the campus just to see it because I've never seen it before. And as soon as we like literally entered the school, I was like, I don't want to go here, I don't want to tour here. So I canceled my tour because I was like, not the place. But when I went to San Diego State and toured it, as soon as I walked on campus, I was like, this place is so beautiful. The people are so beautiful. That was another thing. Like when I was touring like all the campuses, I was like staring at every boy and I was like, are they cute? And San Diego State had cute boys. So I was like, fine, let's go. It's just also like when I was on campus, I was like, I want to go here. Like it just felt right. I toured campus twice and then I went to orientation and then I started school. So I was on campus 3 times before I began school at San Diego State University. But from the first time I toured it, when I went with my dad, I was just like in love with it. And I was like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. I want to go there so badly. So it is a beautiful campus and it also just felt right. And then I went back again with my mom so that she could see it and so I could see it just again because it's so pretty. And I was just like, yep, okay, this is the place. So it was kind of like a gut feeling. And I know if some of you can't go and tour campus, I have a campus tour video that I made before I got sent home for Corona. Like literally the morning that my mom was flying out, I woke up at like 7 a.m. after going out and went and filmed that video just so that y'all could see what campus looked like, because I know it is important and like you want to see where you could potentially be going to school. But with that being said, a few of my best friends never toured campus and then ended up just going here, and they were like, yeah, the first time I saw campus was like move-in day. And I was like for me, that I could never do that, but for others I know it works. So maybe you're that kind of person. But also just like doing research and stuff can help you learn about if you could see yourself at that school. Like watch YouTube videos, go on Greek Rank. I know it's like, don't go on Greek Rank, don't believe it, but honestly that helped me decide just to see what like the social scene of the school is like. Reading random people's opinions online really helped me decide. But yeah, so those were some of the factors and reasons of why I decided to go to San Diego State University. I'm really happy with my decision to have gone here, and I hope that you guys end up maybe choosing to go to San Diego State University. If you guys do, that's so exciting, and I hope you guys have a great 4 years. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't feel afraid to reach out to me on my Instagram DMs. I'm always answering them, or in the comments of this video. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, go Aztecs.